Welcome to DC Gospel, y'all. Before we go any further, man, hit them buttons, subscribe, share, and like. Man, it ain't looking good for Diddy, man. Look, his mom speaking out. Man, somebody get her this message. Tell her to be quiet, yeah. It's too hot. Man, they got Stephen A on this, but I'm just gonna let Stephen A tell y'all, man. But before we get into it, man, make sure y'all hit them buttons, man. It's crazy, man. I love y'all, man. Peace and harmony. I don't know what to say. Man, hit me in the comments. What y'all say? Is Stephen A being Uncle Tom, or is he telling the truth? I don't know. Just let me know.
Mogul is currently in federal custody awaiting trial on sex trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy charges. He's pleaded not guilty. Not guilty. Meanwhile, his mama, Janice Combs, she took to social media yesterday in response to federal allegations levied against her son. Here's just a portion of the statement she released yesterday through her attorney. Quote, "It is heartbreaking to see my son judged, not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To be a witness to what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. My son is not the monster they have painted him to be, and he deserves the chance to tell his side. I can only pray that I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated." End quote. First off, to Mrs. Combs, nobody should dismiss the power of your words and the unconditional love you have for your son. You gave birth to this man. Everybody, any man knows that has had a wonderful mama in his life knows about the power that unconditional love from mama brings to any of us. That's a given. I miss my mama every day. God rest her wonderful soul. I wouldn't be the man that I am today if it were not for her. But in fairness, please understand that these are very serious allegations against your son, and it's not being conveyed and disseminated in a court of public opinion for nothing. It's there because the federal government, Homeland Security, raided the homes in Miami and Los Angeles of your son and ultimately arrested him and indicted him on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. We get where you're coming from, and we understand it. But do you know, respectfully, ma'am, how much this falls on deaf ears? And I say that respectfully because you're his mom. There is no one who believes for 1 second that you would believe there's a shred of guilt that should be attached to your son with these specific allegations that have been leveled against him. Nobody's going to believe that. That's like a mama coming on the stand as a character witness. Well, what else do you expect her to say? Why would she say anything different? It's rare, it's an extreme aberration for one's parents to speak publicly against their child when such heinous allegations have been leveled against them. That is the fact. And the fact that your statement was issued through a lawyer doesn't help because it gives the impression that the lawyer, in concert with Sean Diddy Combs, decided to go through you to convey and disseminate a message that, dare I say, would be deemed believable more so in their eyes coming from you than from a lawyer. Not recognizing the level of cynicism that exists in this world today. And that the statement coming from you is not going to move anybody. Anybody. That's point number one. Number two, who's painting P. Diddy Combs to be a monster? The public hasn't. We all want to wait and see. I personally am praying he's innocent of these charges, that he's innocent of the allegations that have been leveled against him. But anybody who's attached to any level of guilt have usually been the people he has been associated with, he has done business with, an individual in Cassie Ventura, the ex-girlfriend who we saw on video being assaulted by him, or those in his inner circle, including family members, who have been conspicuously quiet. I'm not even bringing up the people in the industry who won't even say anything about him. They give love and prayers to his family and his loved ones. Not a single soul outside of mom has come forward to say he's innocent, innocent, innocent. The closest person to that was Kevin Liles, who resigned